Good evening, everyone. We're sitting here with the beautiful Dementia Madriliano. This is the first episode of Dementia's Daughters here on YouTube, so thanks for watching.
Thank you.
I am Josh. I'm going to be in the background. You will never see me. I'm just the voice on YouTube. Maybe one day, but not today. I didn't do my hair. So, before we get going, will you introduce yourself to us, please?
Of course, my name is Dementia Madriliano. I am 45 years old and I am fierce.
Why are you doing this show, Dementia?
Well, baby, to answer your question, the reason I'm doing this show is because there's so many queens out there who, maybe for religious reasons, age reasons, or whatever reason, they ain't able to have a drag mother. So my perception is I want to be that mother who can show these young queens and these curious gay boys how to be true drag queens.
So, what do you expect to do for all those young queens out there?
Well, what I want to do is I really want to be able to share my story about drag and who really dementia is and try to build these young queens and ultimately show them how to sculpt who they really is and who they really want to be in the drag world rather than just boys in drag.
Where'd your name come from?
Ooh, child. My name came from a disease I have. Not really, but that's what we're gonna stick with. I suffered from dementia and I got so damn demented that my ass started dressing like a woman.
why should queens listen to you?
Well, the reason they should listen to me is because, first off, I'm a seasoned queen. I done a lot of shit in my drag career, not just a hobby. And ultimately, I have something to say, and I believe that through my drag, I can truly help these young queens out there and, really show them what drag is and show them they can be fun and beautiful.
What's your show gonna be about?
So, this show is ultimately going to be about drag and how to get your name, how to get out there in drag, and actually really build yourself into the queen that you can be rather than just some shady ass ratchet bitch. Sorry about it.
When are you gonna have new videos?
So, my goal is to have a new video about every week to every 2 weeks.
Oh, I'm not reading the right thing. What what inspired you to start doing drag, Dementia?
Oh, well, a long time ago, when I was still a go go boy and still shaking my ass for money, I realized I was doing drag and, I would go out and drag, but I never really started to perform. And I found it as a way to express my artistic side in a different way.
When was your first time in drag?
Whew. Back when I was 2 years old, my first time in drag, I was literally 2 years old. I've been doing it about 20 years now. Not performing 20 years, but been in drag for 20 years. And it was definitely something I did not choose to do, but ended up doing anyways.
So why do you do drag?
The reason I do drag is, in a way, it's therapeutic for me. It allows me to become somebody else in a way rather than just being who I am as a man. And it also gives me an opportunity to be more in touch with my emotions.
How can queens get advice?
So, all you young queens out there who want advice about drag or questions about makeup or tucking, wigs, anything like that, you are always free to leave a comment or email me through YouTube's email thing or whatever that is. You can get on my Instagram. I'm banned from Twitter, so I won't say that. But you can definitely email me or comment with questions, and in the next video, I'll definitely try to answer those
What's
questions.
your handle on Instagram?
My handle on Instagram is the underscore Dementia Madriliano.
That's cool. So that's
Thank
probably
you.
a good place to go.
Definitely.
That's a good place to go, and you're more daily on that, yeah?
For the most part, as long as my ass ain't locked up in jail or nothing like that, then I'll probably be on Instagram.
So, what inspired you to do this show?
So, inspiring me to do this show was in the town I live in, small town. I see a lot of queens who they ain't got drag mothers or they trying to be drag mothers after having 2 months of experience in drag. And ultimately, what I found was you get these queens who don't know how to lip sync. You get these queens who don't know what it is to be a drag queen. They think cover girl covers boy. And when it comes down to it, that does not make you a drag queen. With a drag queen, we have a certain presence where you can walk into a nightclub and people know you, whether or not they know your name, your look, whatever it is. And that's what I'm here to do is to teach these queens how to be unique and individual rather than just another ratchet ass bitch down the road.
So, who is this show aimed for, ultimately?
Ultimately, this show is aimed for two types of people. For the first type is for those young boys out there who, maybe you wear your sister's heels or you might think I'd be such a beautiful woman and you're curious about drag. The second type of person is the boy who is already doing drag, they're doing makeup, they're following YouTube channels for makeup advice, things like that. But ultimately, the show is aimed at anybody who maybe wants a seasoned queen's advice or different points of view.
Anything else you wanted to share with us?
Well, babies, with Dementia's Daughters, which is going to be the name of the show, feel free to ask questions, comment, ask any advice for our next videos. You can always watch my Instagram to see what kind of trouble I'm getting into because this bitch is crazy. And honestly, just have fun with it and realize that drag is not that serious. It's really not. I take it very seriously. I always say I'm camp, but I get hit on by straight men. I always say I'm not fish. It don't fucking matter. I want to really break down the bridge between camp and fish and realize that to be a drag queen, you have to just be a performer. And that's the thing that I really want to bring to these young queens. Well, these young princesses.